There are so many DOKKANFEST TURs, but there's only a handful that I could really say that I like or that I really enjoy using. Before I hop into my top 10 TURs, I want you guys to go down there in the comment section below right now and let me know what is your favorite TUR, your favorite DOKKANFEST TUR and Dokkan, your top 3 DOKKANFEST, top 5, or maybe even top 10. You can go ahead and do what I'm doing. Before I actually hop into my list though, I do want to say, if you're watching this video the day it goes live, I am currently doing, or I should be doing, a 24-hour stream. So, you know, you might want to consider subscribing. You might want to consider checking out the stream, you know, while you're after this video, of course. But anyways, let's hop straight into my list. And at the 10th slot, we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I'm not gonna lie, is legitimately just a placeholder because I could only find 9 TURs I really like. I couldn't even find 10. I was struggling. So, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, he is here. I'm not saying I don't like him at all, but I actually, for Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, after his EZA, I am so happy that he got so much. Like, before his EZA, he was not good defensively at all. And I remember pulling this guy and thinking he was one of the hardest hitting units in the game. However, he had no defense, and I really wished that he had defense. And the fact that after his EZA he actually got defense, 180% defense for the first 7 turns at least, he is going to, he is in my mind just so freaking good. So I had to note, you know, I had to praise the homie a little bit for that. But Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, definitely a GOAT. But again, more of like a placeholder because I couldn't really find a really, you know, a 10th DOKKANFEST TUR that I really enjoyed. But anyways, let's hop into the 9th slot here, and that is going to be Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I don't really talk about this guy too much, but I really like this guy's design. He gets, let me actually go to Majin Vegeta here, right? He gets an attack boost up to 77%. The more HP remaining, the greater the attack boost. And he gets a defensive boost up to 77%. The less HP you have, the greater the stats boost. To me, that is an amazing design for a unit. If you're low HP, clearly either you got unlucky with a specific super attack or you're struggling in an event. If I'm in an event and I'm struggling, I want my units to be good defensively. That's what this guy is doing, right? The lower HP you have, the better defensively he's going to be. He's also greatly raising defense. This guy's a really powerful unit. And then you can also bring the STR Majin Vegeta, having changed those orbs, and he can get the rest of this passive easily. This guy is actually really good. I really enjoy using this guy. Unlike Goku, who once he gets lower, once your HP gets lower, he gets stronger. Like offensively, I don't really like that. I'd rather the defense. So, like Majin Vegeta, definitely my 9th slot unit. Next, we have Physical Piccolo. Now, Physical Piccolo does a lot of great things. Not only leads Namekian and Worthy Rivals, which are 2 categories that definitely need leads, but being a Namekian that can link up with AGL Nail, both of them having something like Cold Judgment, which is probably my favorite link in Dokkan, both of them stacking defense, to me, is absolutely insane. But then that's not enough, right? Because if you're below 77% HP, he does have a healing factor, which is very good. Does Namekians heal? Okay, so Namekian also, it's just the link itself actually heals. So once if you're linked up with AGL Nail, you're gonna recover 7% HP literally every single turn. And if you're below 77% HP, it's gonna be 14% HP that you're going to be able to heal, which is very good. But that's not really like his big. He can see super attacks. Being able to foresee super attacks while you're stacking defense, while linked up with AGL Nail, who's also stacking defense, who gets crazy strong with Physical Piccolo, or with any Piccolo rather, it's just an amazing combination. To be honest, I would never really fuse. I would never really fuse with Kami. To me, there's really no reason to, right? This guy is obviously very powerful. I'm not saying he's not, but I'm saying I'd rather continue stacking my own defense. So Physical Piccolo definitely has to take the 8th slot here. Let's move on to the 7th slot, and that's going to be this Physical Golden Frieza. This guy is like STR Cooler, but on steroids, right? But what really sells him, to me at least, is his ability to not only stack defense, but get his active skill turn 1. Because once he gets his active skill off, he becomes legitimately almost like a demon, right? Almost, not like necessarily a demon. Maybe if you have a link level 10 and, you know, Rainbow and all that good stuff. He definitely will become a demon once, you know, you. But again, a turn 1 active skill is so freaking powerful. Also, I love this ability right here, right? Reduces damage received by 50% when HP is 49% or less. Now, keep in mind, right, that this Frieza will not take damage. If you stacked with this Frieza for even a little bit, let's say you got 4, 5, 6, 7 super attacks in, given that you got some additional stuff like that, right? And then you fuse into this guy, then you fall below 50% HP, or yeah, 50% HP, yeah, 50% damage reduction. This is basically the same concept as the Majin Vegeta I showed you, right? Where the weaker you are, the more defense you have. If you once you fall below 50% HP, you will have 50% damage reduction, which is basically guaranteeing you that this guy's not taking damage because again, you most likely stacked a little bit beforehand. Now again, the active skill is available turn 1, so you don't have to quote unquote stack. But I personally, you guys know I love units who stack defensively, so your boy has to have at least a few defensive stacks, make sure his defense is looking pretty sexy, and then we can go ahead and you know, transform with him. And if, God forbid, you know, we fall below 40% or 50% HP, we have a very nice 50% damage reduction, which again should mean we're not taking too much damage. Anyways, that is the 7th unit on the 6th slot of my top 10 TURs, or TUR Dokkan Fest, in Dokkan, of course. We have Agl Pycon. Agl Pycon again coming at number 6. Now, honestly, one of the big reasons why I really like him is that his damage reduction of 50% is no longer just, I mean, you had it before, but now with this EZA, it's actually combined with, it's not just by itself, right? It's actually combined with defense. As you guys know, units like Tech Transforming Boo, or units like Agl Zamasu have this thing where they have damage reduction, but they don't have defense to back it up, which to me, it just doesn't make any sense, because those units are not good defensively. Agl Zamasu will get killed in any event. Extreme SBR, he will get pooped on, right? But once you put 120% defense behind 50% damage reduction, things get crazy. And then when you link this guy up with someone like LR Tapion and Minosha, who will be giving this guy 4 key and 40% attack and defense because they're on both Warriors of Legend and Siblings Bond. And then through links, do they have Hero? I think they should have Hero, but Hero 25% defense. Solid Supports doesn't actually give defense. They lower the enemy's defense. Okay, I see what it is. But again, this rotation of Agl Tapion and SDR Tapion and Minosha is a disgustingly powerful rotation, especially defensively. He has 50% damage reduction on top of the 120% defense, and then he's getting supported like crazy from LR Tapion and Minosha. So definitely after his EZA, one of my favorite units in the game. I'm currently working on his links as we speak. So yeah. At number 5, we have Super 17. Now I like this guy for a few reasons. One, because of how fast I got him to link level 10, which is like 3. I think he actually took, I think it was 2.5 days or 3.5 days to get him to link level 10. So I was very, very happy that he was, you know, one of the units that got there very, very quickly. But also, I really like his mechanic, right? I like when units are realistic, or I like when units are built according to how they actually were in the anime or manga, right? Or in this case, at least the anime. Super 17 in GT got stronger every single time Goku would you know, do a blast super attack or blast attack, right? He would absorb it and he would get stronger. So every time this guy gets hit, he gets stronger, both offensively. Does he get? Yeah, offensively and defensively, because he builds up attack, but he builds up more damage reduction, up to 70%, right? So, and he's also support. Now, the support isn't the greatest. If it gave like key or attack and defense, it would have been disgusting. I think it could easily give like 1 key, 17% attack and defense, and 17% chance to crit. To me, there would have been no reason why he couldn't have done that. He wouldn't have been absolutely broken or anything like that, because 17% attack and defense isn't the craziest thing, but it's definitely more than nothing, right? That could be the difference of you dying in an event. You just never know. But Super 17, again, still definitely one of my favorite units, especially after his EZA. I know I have a lot of EZA units on here. I will be recording my own EZA video. I probably won't include these units, but, you know, we'll see. Because, again, he's a Dokkan Fest TUR. He's definitely still one of my... I can't neglect my love for Super 17. And no sus, of course. Anyways, the fourth unit on the list is going to be Agl Pycon. Agl Pycon, dude, I was not high on this unit whatsoever, but then when I actually pulled him and started using him, I realized the disgustingness of this unit. He is so freaking good, and even as like a floater, Agl Tapion as a, did I say Tapion? Sorry. Agl Pycon as a floater works wonders for your team, okay? So if you're able to get 3 or more type key spheres, he gives the whole rotation 2 key and 30% attack and defense. Saying Mr. Baby, but 3 type key spheres, that's hard to get. No, it's not. When it comes to the tech Janemba, getting 4 is very, very hard for whatever reason. I agree with you. I understand. Janemba with 4 key is very hard to get. Tapion is 1 less key, but when I took him into SBR, he got it every single time. He did not miss it once. So it's super easy to get it with Agl Pycon, especially if he's in the last slot. You can maneuver the field so that you can make sure you actually get 3 type key spheres. But giving himself and the whole rotation 30% attack and defense and 2 key is making sure that everyone else is getting their super attacks off, and everyone else is going to hit harder and defend better, right? So he's making sure the whole rotation is good. But he also has 150% defense of his own, so he can hold his own in the 3rd slot, right? Then he also gets key +4, high chance of dodging with 1 rainbow key sphere obtained. So as long as you obtain just 1 rainbow key sphere, he has a high chance to dodge in that last slot and gets 4 key. So what happens is, in the 3rd slot, if you get, let's say you get 4 orbs, right? 4 orbs, 1 rainbow orb and 3 STR orbs, whatever the case may be, right? He's going to be giving the whole rotation 30% attack and defense, 2 key. He's going to be giving himself an extra 4 key and has a high chance to dodge. So if you have a lot of enemies attacking you in the last slot, he will be amazing in there, because again, he's going to be really good defensively. And he'll have that 50% chance to dodge, and sometimes he won't dodge a super attack, but he definitely could dodge a super attack, which can definitely save you. And then of course, this man's active skill is legitimately a Ghost Usher. Now, you're not going to see it too often, but in long difficult events, you definitely could see it. I've gotten it in SBR. I think I got it in the video as well, so you can check that out if you want. But that is the 3rd unit on this list. Was it 3rd or 4th? I think it was the 4th. I think, yeah. So this is the 3rd unit on this list. And we have Intelligence Ui Goku. Now, after his ECA, this man is just a monster. The fact that he stacks attack, and you guys know I'm a sucker for unit to stack defense. And this guy stacks both attack and defense, has a disgusting Realm of God's lead, does amazing stuff, has the ability to dodge every single attack the moment he transforms just for that 1 turn, and then has a 70% chance to dodge for the remainder of the fight. I mean, what more could you ask from a Ui Goku? I was a little bit scared when his EZAs first came out, when his EZA details first came out, sorry, because I thought, okay, I'm speaking so fast, I'm sorry. So I saw that he stacked both attack and defense, and I was a little bit concerned, because I was like, okay, well, maybe he won't stack both once he transforms. That's not the case, as you guys can clearly see right here. Both attack and defense. You love to see it. So Ui Goku, definitely. Once this guy gets an ECA over on global, I'm going to be using him all the freaking time. So that is my number 3 unit. On to my number 2 unit, we have Intelligence Broly. Now, this guy, you guys know I'm a Broly lover. This guy stacks both attack and defense. He is very, very good. Broly's my favorite character in all of Dragon Ball. However, this guy, after using him, is not as good as he may seem. He is very powerful, very tanky, but I feel like they could have changed a few things, right? Because when you use this guy, again, the thing about Broly is you want to feel power with this Broly. You want to feel that he doesn't take any damage and that he's just destroying everything, which it could feel like that even at 55%. But with, he has 180% attack and defense, and you're barely pumping out 2 mil attack stats, right? And that's because of course his stats are not going to be as high as other DOKKANFEST are going to be, because again of his abilities to launch up to 2 additional super attacks. But even then, right, those chances of launching additional super attacks are a medium chance. I think at least they should have been high chance, right? Because even at high chance, you could still only see one super attack per turn, and then this active skill wouldn't have been as bad to see, right? If he got at least a high chance to launch, okay, to fix this unit, quote unquote fix, because then he's still very powerful, very, very powerful. To fix this unit, they could do three things, right? They could change the first medium chance to a great chance, and then the secondary chance to a high chance. They can do that. They can make both chances a high chance, right? Or they just give him more attack and defense to start out with. Easy peasy. Because they could do 240% attack and defense, and he's still not going to be like, he's still not going to be the hardest hitting unit for quite some time because, again, of his stats, right? So an extra 60% attack and defense here is not going to change the game that much. Again, he's probably will be like, I don't know if he'll be better than Videl, but he, again, give him more attack and defense start of turn, make or just make his chances to launch additional super attacks high chance, because again, the more super attacks he does, the more he stacks, right? So having your Broly who stacks attack and defense is just a godsend for me. But unfortunately, he's just not what he could have been. He's still very powerful, and I love him. I use him almost all the time, but it's like he could have been a little bit better, right? And then number one, you guys probably already know this, but it's Tech Ultimate Gohan. I think what they did with him is a sin, in a good way, of course. This guy has one of the shortest passives for a new unit, and yet he's just stupidly broken. Like, to be able to greatly stack both attack and defense just because, to me, he's the only unit in the game who stacks both attack and defense greatly. There's the new EZAs for Galaga and Vegeta and Kaioken Goku who greatly stack attack, but then only stack defense normally, right? Which is pretty cool. They could have changed that, but for whatever reason they didn't. He is still the only unit in the game that greatly stacks both attack and defense. His dude, like he greatly stacks 140% defense, and then he just guards because why not? And then he gets 40% attack when guard is activated, and I love that. Within the same turn when guard is activated, as if it's not already going to be activated. I don't know, dude. They destroyed this unit in terms of, he's the best defensive unit in the game. I don't really see, he's not the best unit in the game. He's not the best unit in the game, but he's the best defensive. There's so many units who will out damage him for sure. But the best defensive unit in the game, no one comes close. Even LRK and Caulifla, who do 5 million super attacks per turn and stack defense per super attack, cannot catch up to this guy's level of defense in a certain amount, in a given amount of turns, right? So feel free to prove me wrong if you really want. A rainbowed Tech Ultimate Gohan that's doing additionals and stuff cannot be outperformed defensively by any unit in the game. I have yet to see it, and I would love for someone to prove me wrong. Favorite unit in the game. I love unit 2 stack defense, and this guy just is the cream of the crop. I will. If I want to flex, I might go to Ultimate Gohan, but it's like, there's no reason for me to, because he loses his ability to stack, and I'm not here for that. I want to see how high I can get defensively with this guy, which, I mean, if I can get to, I've gotten up to, I think, like 1.3, 1.4 million defense, which is the highest I've ever seen. And you really never know. We could eventually start seeing more units that do this, or even units who massively stack both attack and defense, because there's a Tech Bulla from GT that actually massively stacks attack. If she gets an EZA, she could easily massively stack both attack and defense, but she just starts off with lower attack and defense at the start of turn, and then her stats are just gonna be lower, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.